yes. That is an amazing initiative that we are doing. Money in your pocket. What I found when I first came into office, and even back in the days of president, it's amazing, brothers, how there's so much that's out there, resources for people. But number one, they don't know about it, and number two, the bureaucracy it takes to get there. And so we were focused on the last 2.5 years of how do we put money back in the pockets of everyday New Yorkers, particularly low-income New Yorkers. Because let's keep in mind, many people are intimidated by accessing government, going into a governmental building. And so we put a real street team in place through our public engagement unit and have identified ways we can put money back in the pockets of New Yorkers. And thus far, we put $30 billion back into the pockets of New Yorkers. Everything from free high-speed broadband for NYCHA residents to really excusing medical debt. That's the number one cause of bankruptcy, that people have a large medical debt. We dropped the cost of child care. It used to be $55 a week if you make 55,000 or less. It's now less than $5 a week. Reduced fare Metro cards, telling people about SCREE, which is a senior way of freezing their rent, or DRE, if someone has a disability, how to freeze their rent. And so it's a host of things we're doing, signing people up for benefits. You have folks in the city that are dealing with food insecurity, yet they qualify for SNAP, and they don't know how to go about getting that benefit. Our goal is to zero in and say, here are the benefits that you have. Let's help you sign up for those benefits so we don't send those billions of dollars back to the state, the federal government, and in some cases, even the city. So this is huge because it's really showing people, how do we assist you in making ends meet in a real way? Listen, government must move away from sitting in an office building someplace and expecting people to find us. My goal is we need to go find you. My mom used to need assistance from the government, and she'll say, Eric, I feel more broken after going in there asking for help than I did before walking in. We got to change that game and change that scenario. And we have been focused on how do we go out to people. Like when we started in office, Black unemployment was 4 times the rate of white unemployment. We now see a 30% decrease in Hispanic and Black unemployment because we went out to the neighborhoods and held hiring halls right at NYCHA community centers and colleges, whatever space and room we could utilize. Because what's good in having great programs if we're not going out and letting people know about it? And so I got the benefits for people. Now they got to get it by going out and communicating with them where they go. Barbershops, on the street corners, in the community centers. It doesn't matter where. I want to be out there among the folks telling them, hey, here are the things we have to help you make ends meet. Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, what we have done around small business services and MWBEs, we have more small businesses operating in New York in the history of the city, because we have really changed the game. Former Commissioner Kim, now with the new commissioner coming in, we have taken our game into the streets, meeting small businesses, because you don't have time to close down your business to navigate government. We need to go there and give you the supports that you need on the ground. We were able to partner with some private industries to come up with small business opportunity loans, access to capital, showing people how to go after all of these different contracts. We are hitting billions of dollars in contracts at MWBEs, really shattering the ceiling when it comes down to our small businesses, and showing people how to use government to go after some of these very important contracts, because these contracts can be the foundation of your business. If you have a good contract with a city agency, that could be the foundation, and you can build on that as you get other business within the city in the process. No, no, listen, the best crime prevention is a good job. That's the bottom line. If folks, because folks are going to eat and they're going to feed their family, and we get ready to roll out something that is very important on how we're going to expand those without high school diplomas or high school equivalency diplomas. We got an initiative that we're working on to get, a lot of brothers, have been, dropped out of high school, may not have enough credits, but they need a pathway of employment and opportunity of healthcare, pension, and we're looking at some very creative ways in doing that. So, cats who don't want to be out here hustling, folks want a job, and if we can put them on a pathway of employment, that is going to really deal with the criminal aspects that many of us are seeing and facing in the city. I love marching, man. I'm looking forward to it. I marched years ago when I was with the Guardians Association and 100 Blacks in Law Enforcement Who Care. I mean, it's a festive event going through Harlem. That's such a significant parade, and I'm looking forward very much to participating not only in that parade, which is coming in late September, but remember we got the African American Day parade. That's also, I mean, the West Indian Day parade that's taking place in Brooklyn. So I'm looking forward to both of them. We in the summer,
Yes.
these two significant
Yeah.
events. Okay, brothers, be
Thank
well,
you.
man.
Enjoy your day. Yes, sir.